You are listening to the Tough Decisions Network Tip of the Day.
On this daily tip, we're going to be talking about training your team effectively. If you want to be able to scale your business, you must be able to have a system in place to train your team effectively. And for me in my business, one of the best trainers in my business is me. I feel like I can provide the most information and the most training in the most effective manner for what I want to be done in my business from me. But I'm only one person and I can't train all the people in my offices every time we hire somebody new. And when we were a younger company, what we did was we took some time to actually remove the team from their work environment and have them actually go receive training at an outside location. Like we would take all of our staff to, a resort in Charleston, South Carolina, or up to Charlotte, North Carolina, or in Greenville, or wherever it was in South Carolina. We tried to do it within about a 1 to 2 hour, maybe a 3 hour driving distance. I think one time we even went down to Hilton Head. But as we continue to grow, we now have about 50 people strong. We decided that going out and doing that was just a little bit too much to coordinate. And so we decided to implement a video training series. And this is actually more effective than doing the on-site training because I can actually train them and I'm not even there. So what we did was my wife and I took 3 days out of our schedule to just lock ourselves in a boardroom to knock out over 300 videos on every aspect of our businesses. And so these videos were not long, 15, 20, 30-minute videos. They were very short, quick snippets of every different nook and cranny and nuance in our business. These videos were usually anywhere between like 1 to 3 minutes apiece. Sometimes they went a little bit longer depending on the topic, but most of them, majority, 95, probably 90 to 95% of them were at least were only between like 1 to 3 minutes. So they were really quick videos. And we did them like that too, because as we do these training videos, if things change throughout time, which they do, instead of having to reshoot a 30-minute video, we were able to we can actually just go in there and reshoot 1 2 to 3 minute video on that particular nuance that changed instead of having to change the entire videos out. And so now in each one of our offices, each staff person is required to watch 3 to 6 videos a day to continually be residually trained. And so when they first get hired, they're trained off of these videos so they know exactly how things are supposed to be done. And they're being trained by me and my wife. And we're not even there. I now actually have people that work for us that I have never met. And because they've been hired since I've been in that particular office, but they know my wife and I intimately because we're actually training them by using these training videos. And so each staff person in our office, as they're being required to watch these 3 to 6 videos, we have software that allows us to know which staff person are actually watching those videos, which ones are not watching those videos, and which ones we need to go back and say, hey, we noticed that you didn't watch these videos or whatever. The purpose of it is to be able to watch those 3 to 6 videos a day, which it sounds like a lot, 3 to 6 videos. But when each video is 2 to 3 minutes long, you're talking about 15, 20 minutes a day of watching these videos to make sure that they're continually being residually trained and making sure that they're doing things the way they're supposed to be doing. Plus, when, on our side, we actually are on the medical field. And so there's a lot of compliance things that we have to be cognizant of. And so when we're cognizant of those, the way we be cognizant of that is we actually can track the training that our staff gets to make sure that those compliance areas are being met on a regular basis. And so in the show notes for today's episode, I will make sure I put a link to the platform that we actually use for our video training. That way you can, have access to the platform and check it out some more. So remember, make sure that as you scale, you have a system or a process in place to make sure that you train your team effectively.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel on iTunes to listen in for more daily tips. Every day, we will be releasing a short 3 to 5 minute tip to help you make better decisions. Help us spread the word about the Tough Decisions podcast with your friends, and also take time right now to subscribe and leave a review on iTunes, Facebook, or your favorite platform. You've been listening to the Tough Decisions Show.